Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the VFC, the AirTag adapter for the VFC AK. I got one of these like a couple days ago, and this is what it looks like. Like it's very similar to most AirTag adapters, where you simply just plug it into your replica of choice and a correspondent electric rifle M4 magazine of your choosing. On a website, I recommend PTS magazines, so I got one of these. Because it's just if they have had good experiences, so I choose one of these. But yeah, got one of these for the main reason is the VFC AK magazines are really hard to find, and where I can find these, they are like find these was consistently is the €80. So you gotta think about this money wise. That I have one, so I would need like probably 6 more for a regular game day. That's €480 for like just a regular loadout. But you gotta think for just a AirTag adapter, it's like I got this one for €118. So financially, this makes more sense than this. Also, when it comes to the magazines for AirTag adapter, I believe I bought one of these for like €41, €31, €80. And you gotta think, these need gas. These don't need gas. There's way more things in here that can break than in here. And even if one of these break, what I probably doubt, because it's just a spring and a housing. It's pretty easy to find these to buy just on the replacement. Not as easy as this. This is harder. So yeah, I made the decision to buy an AirTag adapter and the magazines for it, even though I would probably prefer to running around with these 7 of these, just because I think I find it more fun to just when the gun is empty, just taking one of these out, put a new one in, and rack the gun. That's way more satisfying and cool to me. But financially, and especially over time, because you need gas and maintenance for these. Got to be maintenance for these. So yeah. So also when it comes to loading the 2 types of magazines, it's way easier to load these with an electric speed loader compared to the other what's called the gas magazine. So yeah, but it works as easy as this. You take your gun. In this case, it's the VFC AK. Just quickly make sure you rack the gun before you plug the air in. Just and then plug the magazine. What's called the magazine. In. And another point I just want to put up when I'm thinking about, there's actually way less wiggle in this compared to these, because you can there you go. It's kind of embarrassing for VFC that a third-party company makes something that fits in your gun better than your magazines. It's kind of embarrassing, if I think so. But yeah, you simply plug your gun in not what's going in, the fucking adapter in, and you plug the magazine in. I'm not do that right now, but yeah. Have just like on this Sunday I've been out playing with this combination, and actually it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would with like the hose and stuff, because it's a decently long what's called hose. Like it's basically like goes from one end of my hand to like my other side of my other shoulder, so it's quite long. So it actually didn't bother me as much with playing with a line as it thought it would. So yeah, it's definitely something you gotta get used to, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But yeah, let's just the what's called adapter. I'm just gonna quickly plug it into my line. Not line. Plug into my thing. There you go. And simply just put it over here so it's out of the way. Make sure the gun is whacked before you plug the line from your tank into the adapter. There you go. Now it's in, and now it's just like a regular what's called gas blowback magazine with no cooldown and no and doesn't run out as fast. So you can see still plenty of recoil. Doesn't change with air, and you can simply just plug one of these magazines in, and you're ready. Because these hold this is the S version, so this only holds 170 BBs, compared to the gas magazines that hold 42. So 42, 170, and even with the what's called with the attack adapter, you can still shoot full auto if you want. So yeah, there's practically no different with gas magazines. Like there's no downsides. I'm just gonna quickly put it on semi again, and just plug the magazine in. Make sure it's in, and just back here, and feeds with no problems. So I would highly put it safely on. Highly recommend getting the AirTag adapter for your VFC AK, because there literally isn't a downside other than what's called you have to deal with line, but you can get used to that. That's not as annoying as it seems. And you gotta adapt your what's called the plate carrier a little, because you gotta run around with a tank on your back. Put it over here for now at least. There you go. And because when it comes to the plate carrier, what I've done, simply I got one of these small backpacks I can put on your back, and on up here is just a Velcro. You can put your tank and stuff in. You just push it up. Then that's how easy it is. So yeah, there's literally no downside. And if you're looking for like the easiest way to get into using an AirTag adapter for your VFC AK, literally the AirTag website it sells at the adapter itself. What's called a deal where you can get your AirTag, regulator and line all at the same place. So all you really need to get you started with running an AirTag adapter is the magazines. So yeah, I'd highly recommend this if you are like don't want to spend an insane amount of money or time. It's not an insane amount of time, but it's still more time than a regular electric magazine on. Because if you have ever had any type of gas magazines, you know occasionally there's some leak of some type. That's annoying. So yeah, I would highly recommend getting an AirTag adapter. And yeah, you may have a good day. Have a good day. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.